just go live. And I'm like, no, don't go live without Tony. He's like, oh, look, and we're going live.
Oops. My bad.
That shit was just funny because you're just all right, let's go live, and then you fucking vanished.
It's funny because the side of my mouse has like two buttons that I have no idea what they do. I assume they have to be what do you call that? Like set up to be like hotkeys, basically, because it's a gaming mouse. And because I gamed that hard that I needed to have a gaming mouse. Ultimately, I just wanted the mouse that lit up.
Oh Jesus Christ!
Yeah, so that's how I live my life.
You are like a cat.
I like to feel that way sometimes. So anyway, welcome back, everybody. Woo! It is Tuesday night. Welcome back to Drinks and
difficulties. Oh well.
He did it again. Every goddamn time we start, he doesn't let me finish the intro.
Do we really have an intro? Like
I kind of do. Like I introduce and say hey and everything, and then you're just like, you can't wait. We have like 2 hours of this bullshit.
Fucking beaker.
Please continue.
No, you can go ahead with your intro.
Well, you seem to have a lot to say every time we start, so please.
I
would ask if you're okay, but obviously you're fine because you can't shut up. Psycho, are you well this evening?
I'm a little tired today, but other than that, I'm good. Good
deal. And Johnny is not here. I think this is his meds night. I'm not really sure. Hopefully he's cool though. We'll see. He's I'm sure he's good. I've talked to him off and on. He's just probably tired, and I get it. It's totally fine. So I'm sorry.
I was saying, I guess the question to ask is, are you good? Because we were supposed to do My Cousin Vinny, and then you were so sick you couldn't be there. So I was just, trying to check.
I jinxed myself because I'm knock on wood. I'm never sick. And, I'd gotten back from a meeting the Saturday before, and I felt something, but I'm like, I'm all right. I'll fight through it, and started feeling a little bit more on Wednesday. And Thursday, I was just like, nope. I even went home early from work. I got home and I had texted Chris and I was like, I'm going to see what happens in a couple hours. I'll let you know how I feel. And I'm like, I thought maybe I could muscle through it, right? And it got to be later in the evening and I'm like, I got to get some sleep. I can't do this and then expect to get up to work, like for work tomorrow. And then it didn't even happen. I woke up Friday and Gianna had stayed with me. She wanted to come hang out with me for a couple days. So she had stayed like Wednesday, Thursday, and what have you. And so I had to get up at 5:30 to drop her off at the bus stop, right? And I dropped her off. I came back to the house and I slept until 2:00 in the afternoon. Soaked my bed in sweat. It was crazy. And I just, and after that, of course, I didn't feel amazing, but I felt better than I did that morning, right?
Yeah.
And then Saturday, it was kind of rough. And then Sunday I was starting to feel awesome. And then Monday, just had a little bit of a scratchy voice, and of course today's Tuesday, and I feel fine. I'm tired, but I feel fine. So I am excited for this Thursday to finally get to do My Cousin Vinny. I feel like it's a fucking month since it was brought up, but definitely excited for that. And I know in the chat, in the group chat, that what do you call it? Had brought up a really good suggestion, I thought, at least. Tim. Yeah. I'm like, fuck yeah, man. I forgot about that. There's a Game Gear in it. There's Leslie Nielsen. There's so many things to talk about. Rob Schneider's like 12. So
he was like 20 or 21, but sure.
Yeah, well, he's young as hell in it. Let's just be real. He's young as hell in that movie. And then Ernie J. Reyes, I mean, that's like what, a year after Turtles, or the same year? I mean, with a Ninja hype was still
a year after, because it was 93.
So there you go. But
I only remember that because it was it came out the first year of the Marlins franchise. Their inaugural year was 93. My dad and I were living with my aunt for 1993, so a lot of stuff happened in 93.
That's a lot of information to process. But yeah, 93. So good year. And then Turtles is in the theaters starting the 13th, I think. 13th through the 19th.
Do I get an introduction? Like, what the fuck?
Yeah, you got more of an introduction than anybody.
I got so much to say.
You had a lot to say, apparently. I assume you're good.
Yeah, I'm
welcome
all right. I'm
aboard.
straight. I'll be all right.
So, we had a couple different topics tonight we're throwing around. I sent some to Chris, and I wasn't really sure, and then he had some he threw back that were probably better. So we probably should
Not necessarily better, but I think the topics you originally threw out, I think would be good topics for you and Johnny to be a
Well,
part
I'm going to
of.
take that one out because he's not here. Yeah.
Yeah, because I don't know shit about YOLO Park or Blockies. That's not. I got nothing. I know Psycho has nothing on those either.
I did get this. This came in from YOLO Park. I told you guys I was going to order it. My Samurai Pizza Cat. The box came in crushed. I am extremely upset, but so I have to build them even if I don't want to.
Right now, just open it.
Well, there's nothing to open. It's just a sleeve.
I'm gonna fuck. I just want to see him open a box.
It's just a sleeve.
That's
it's
the
not
spot.
really.
Hey, still
really
open.
Listen, I don't know what the big deal is. He can open a box. I'm sure he's had cereal in his life.
I don't know if I like your negativity, but that's fine. So in any case, I did actually you can go fuck yourselves. I did open some Blockies. I've got cases and cases of Blockies.
Cheers.
I don't know that I deserve that. I was trying to stick up for you, but sure.
I meant in general as a blanket statement. So, but so I got there's a little Trypticon. He's adorable. I've got like Unicron's head, and I've got Unicron in the planet mode. These are specific ones I took out of the case that I wanted. I mean, you just can't. These things are great, man. And then, of course, the pride and joy of the group is always going to be Jetfire. And his little wings, like they what is it? They go down.
That's as much as he transforms.
That's all he does. He's just multiposable. That's all they are.
Which is understandable.
Huh?
Which is understandable. There's a huge portion of the Transformer fans, and Ice Spark is one of them, who feels Transformer toys that don't transform are useless. Like, they're stupid. Like, what's the point of having a Transformer that doesn't transform? But my argument to that is, if I really collect the Transformers, I wouldn't be putting them in fucking vehicle mode unless it was like some badass like ship or something. But like, I don't need a fucking a Camaro on my shelf. I would have them in robot mode. Like, I don't need Transformers to transform. I would want the robot form. You know what I mean? To me, that's the cool part of Transformers.
Yeah, I mean, I guess that. With the original Beast Wars figures, I would transform them occasionally, right? Like, okay, well, now I want them all beast mode. Now I'm going to have them all robot mode. But then there are a couple of these newer figures that I never even learned to transform. They came in the package already in robot mode. I just pulled them out and stood them up. So that's why I guess them often.
Beast Wars, I can almost give a pass to, because at least when you transform them into their animal mode, they look like a cool animal.
Yeah.
Like, that I can see. You might, I want the animals. But to me, the characters people want are the robots. Like, you want an Optimus Prime, you want a Bumblebee. Like, okay, yeah, you got the car, but you want the fucking robot. Like, so I think a Transformer that doesn't transform, because that's what Super 7 was doing too, right? Like, they had a bunch of they look great in robot mode, so I feel like there should be fine things. But there's a huge part of the Transformer community that's like, if it doesn't transform, it's shit.
Yeah, 3-0 makes really detailed movie Transformer figures, but they do not transform.
So YOLO Park has these really nice metal, and they're like 10 inches tall. One of the ones in particular I keep mulling over is whether or not I would buy it to resell it or just have it. Is the Bumblebee movie Soundwave. He comes with the Ravage, and they're all metal. So, of course, it already adds to how badass Ravage looks. And then you've got this solid, substantial, I don't know if you want to call it a toy, statue, really, right? Multiposable statue that you can hold in your hand. A lot of detail, a lot of articulation that you build yourself. So I don't know that I necessarily care that it doesn't transform, because you're getting so much like value just in that statue figure, whatever you want to call it.
Isn't that what we would what was coined as a staction figure?
I've never heard that before, but sure.
That's what they refer to. You know, McFarlane, how all his used to be like they're all posed. You could kind of move an arm a little bit because they're
Those figures sucked.
yeah, but they're very limited articulation. But they're kind of just posed in. They're molded in
Yeah.
in a pose. So they started calling them staction figures. They're like statues, but they had articulation.
So
That shit was crap.
I had the original when I worked at the record store. I had the original Akira line because I was a big Akira fan, and I've yet to see anybody make anything that does Akira any justice. It's popular, but it's not. It's like cult popular, right? So the figures, the toys that they made back then, I can't even remember who the hell made them. I wanted to say it was McFarlane, but I don't think it is. But you had Kaneda's bike, and then you had Kaneda, and then you had Tetsuo. And that's all there were, I think, were the 3 figures. And I had them, and it was the same thing. They couldn't do anything. They were just in a certain pose. Like Kaneda just kind of stood there and he held the gun, right? He held his battery, laser, whatever the hell it was. And then he couldn't really sit on the bike. The bike just kind of like leaned to one side and he could stand next to it. And then Tetsuo just kind of stood there and he had one arm that was regular and then one arm that was like when he was like losing his mind, he couldn't control it anymore. And that's it. That was the toy. That was the figure. There wasn't much else to it, but
it's hard to do justice to something that sucks.
Wow.
Jesus Christ. Akira was great. I don't care who you are. It was a great fucking movie.
I've never seen. I know what Tony's talking about from like just being in the pop culture. Like it pops up. I've never watched it. To say it sucks.
I'm curious as to why you think it sucked, but I don't want to go over it now.
Well, it's a very short answer, right? Like, it sucks because it's anime, right? Like, that's the end. That's it. It's over. Period. Done.
No, I didn't have to disagree with that.
I mean, you're free to disagree, but it's the truth.
Well, no, it can suck. That's fine. To say it sucks because it's anime, because there's been some animes that are actually pretty good.
Yeah.
Oh, I mean, so my anime depth, before we go on anything else, my anime depth is very limited. And people might even say what I consider anime that I watched as anime. But do you remember when they did like the anime version of the X-Men?
Which was trash, yes.
No, it wasn't. That shit was good.
I think you have a hate for anime more than anything.
Yeah, Blade
that's absolutely correct.
Blade was good. The fucking X-Men one was good. I think they did Wolverine. That one was all right.
And that one was terrible.
Iron Man was all right. It wasn't great.
So,
but
Robotech, Macross,
anime style, they did that newer version of Thundercats had like their reboot. That was kind of like an anime style.
Yeah, but that was loose.
I mean, it was the butthole version.
You know how you know it sucked? Because it was canceled.
I enjoyed those. Huh?
I said that sucked too, and you know it sucked because it was canceled very quickly.
It didn't suck. I enjoyed the hell out of it, actually. But
you and maybe 2 other people.
Okay, Psycho, sure.
That's why they canceled it. What are you talking about? They had a whole toy line planned. They didn't even release the toys. The show bombed so hard. It was so terrible. They canceled the show and the toys.
The toys came out because I was working on Toys R Us when they did, but
they didn't release all of them. They only released the first couple of waves. They didn't get through it. Show was terrible.
The show wasn't terrible.
I mean, that's why it was canceled, sir. You keep saying,
hold on. To sit there and say, "Oh, they canceled it," that's your marker for it was terrible. That's asinine. Because great things get canceled all the fucking time. Just because it's good doesn't mean it has the attention or is getting the fucking replay from people. People haven't found it doesn't mean it's fucking bad. You're equating popularity with good. And if that's the case, the Kardashians are the best fucking thing in the world because they were fucking huge and they're trash.
Yeah, no, so I get why you're making that argument, but I'm not.
They got the views, so they must be amazing.
I'm not equating popularity with quality. What I'm saying is, I am not, right? Like you're just jumping to the conclusion that I am, but I'm not because I haven't given you the warrants for my reasoning. However, what I am saying is, at a time when anime is picking up steam and getting more and more followers and people are loving it more and more, and then an anime is released that doesn't do well, that's not the same thing as just saying, oh, well, I guess things that are popular have to be great. No, what I'm saying is at the time period, lots of animes were coming out. Lots of people were becoming anime followers. Anime as a whole was getting larger and larger. And the fact that you take a proven commodity as far as a franchise goes and you turn it into an anime when anime is the most popular thing going on, and people don't watch it so much that they end up canceling it and canceling the rest of the toy line that was already going to be scheduled to come out, is absolutely crazy. That is indicative of the problem.
He said dick.
I said indicative. I didn't say dick.
He said indic.
No.
So, if we could proceed, if you guys are done with that, that'd be great. This is me watching the screen. If we keep going,
Shit ran 26 episodes, ran a fucking year. Fuck out of here.
Yeah,
God,
canceled.
All right, it's fine. It's just a show. It's just a show. We're good. All right. So, whew. Yellow Park, yeah. All right. So
trash, according to John.
Since we're past the Akira anime debacle of 2026 on a Tuesday, so I did want to I don't want to spend a lot of time on it, but it's bothering me. I don't know why, but that's the best I've got. Fucking Spawn. What is going on with Spawn? We don't have, in my opinion, we don't have any decent figures. Everything they're coming out with is some kind of like variant timeline for Spawn. When if they went back to the roots, I'd love to see us go back and get some nice quality, larger scale, and maybe some diorama style versions of just Spawn himself. Like there used to be a really badass one. It's like $300 now, but it was Spawn, and he's on he's got like a pike that he sits on, which is there's one atop a steeple for a church. That's not the one I'm talking about. It's a cool one, but it's not the one. But there's another one where it's just Spawn himself, and when his cape is out, and it's one of those the multi-posable capes where it's like soft goods over wire. And when you fan him out, it's like the screen. Like what I'm showing you is not exaggerated. It's like 24 inches across. And it's supposed to represent, if you remember in the 1995 movie, do you remember when Spawn, he's like dropping down and his cape is like expanded out?
Like all crazy? Yeah.
Yeah. So that's kind of what that toy represents. Now, whether it was intentional, I don't know, but that's what it looks like when you look at the toy. And it's badass. It's a really badass toy. And I feel like Spawn's one of those characters that he came out, well, he was out a little bit before that, before the movie, obviously, but he came out, he was ahead of his prime. And if he came out now with the fresh movie retake, right, that we've been told we're getting, I haven't seen yet, or even hints, right? Nothing that shows who would be in it or what it is or whatever. But I think if the movie came out, it would re-spark the interest in Spawn. He's a dark character, and I'm sorry, I don't care what people say. Dark and evil, that shit's trendy, right? It's cool to like edgy. You can call it what you want. It is what it is. I had the same argument about Deadpool. I knew who Deadpool was before he was all over fucking TV. And now Deadpool's like the edgy, cool comedy guy who does weird shit and goes above and beyond, and people think it's cool and they want to identify with it, and that's fine. I think Spawn would be, don't you roll your eyes at me. I know Spawn would come out, and there you go, that's better with the eyebrow, would come out and be very close to the same thing, almost Batman-esque, right? He's kind of like Batman for Marvel with a lot more edge. And I think newer toys would be awesome if they were actually Spawn and not the shit we're getting where Cowboy Spawn and Medieval Spawn and, more manga Spawn. Nobody cares about that. I just, and then the old toys from the 90s never sold well. Never did. Some of them came with comics. They had gold versions. They had color variant versions. None of them sold well. You can buy Spawn figures today. You want to get in on a vintage line? Go all Spawn. You'll spend about $20 on the whole fucking line. And there's 1,000 characters because nobody cares about him. Nobody buys them. Nobody cares. And they were great figures and toys.
Oh, it's because according to John, they suck. So
Maybe, I don't know, but
I mean, the old McFarlane toys were terrible.
I'm not gonna lie. They had no articulation. You're not wrong.
So
But-
like, and I say that because I was a huge fan of the Gears of War toys that NECA was doing. NECA lost the license.
It was
or
a
they-
game, right? I'm sorry. That was a game.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Okay.
it was a gay
Um,
one.
So NECA was doing the. What happened to Chris?
AIDS.
No.
Oh.
NECA was doing the Gears of War line, and then they gave the Gears of War line up, and McFarlane picked it up and showed off these great prototype designs. And then when they actually were released, they had almost no articulation at all. They were terrible.
So was,
Yeah, but so that's what McFarlane does. So you're not wrong. but
Now you're super loud. You disappeared for like 30 seconds, and when you come back, you're like really loud.
your mom's super loud.
he's got the camera in his anus now, and that's where all the reverberation's coming from.
So you tell me I look like my anus? Fucked up. I can't help you with that.
Wait,
but
continue.
no,
Continue.
So that's what McFarlane does. He doesn't do like highly articulated figures. His DC ones recently have been more articulated, but that's a normal thing. And your one experience with them is very accurate for what majority of he'd been doing for the company. But the his Spawn figures, he seemed to always put more into them. He put more time into them, not much more articulation, right? But he did put a lot more into them. Where he versus like the movie lines and all the other shit he did,
Yeah.
but still not good. But they look good. They looked amazing. A lot of those figures look sick as shit.
That's kind of like my thought. Like those toys, even the vintage ones, they looked cool. They did a good job on the figure, but it's like when you opened it out of the package, that was it. The playability's done. It's just even Angela, who's like the even manga Angela, all those, but her leg articulation is literally like you think, okay, maybe she kick all the way forward, all the way back, right? Her knees don't bend. It was literally she had this skirt thing on, and her leg would go like this is sideways. Her leg would go. That's it. It couldn't move anymore because it was the she was confined to the outfit she had on, and then the arms they were still like Barbie arms, one arm, one up, one down. That's it. And it was the same for all the other characters, like Violator. Before he's Violator, when he's the clown, I'm sorry. When he's just the clown, his legs didn't do anything. They were solid legs. And then he had two arms like this. One was holding like a turkey leg.
Mm-hmm.
And the other one was nothing. And all he could do was go this and this. That's all he could do.
Yeah.
It was all you had was a bunch of Spawn statues on your, or what you guys said.
Statues,
Stiggers. What are they called?
Staction figures.
Staction figures. Sorry.
So, I mean, and I think you asked why we don't have another Spawn movie or something, right?
I thought we
Mhm.
did.
So they've been talking about it, but they haven't done one. And I think that the reason is where would he fit? And it sounds like it sounds like a stupid question, right? But when the first Spawn movie came out in 1995, what other superhero movies were out then? You had Batman Forever, which was incredibly
Shitty?
incredibly campy, right? Not nearly as campy as Batman and Robin would become, but Batman Forever had a lot more camp in it than the previous two. But you really didn't have anything else. You were 4 years away from the first X-Men movie. You were, 2 years away from the first Blade movie. You were 6 years away from the first Spider-Man movie. And you hadn't had a Superman movie since 88, I think, is when The Quest for Peace came out, Superman 4.
But like, what's your point though? Like, because there was a lack of superheroes, he fit in, and now
No,
because
my
there's too
point-
many, he doesn't.
No, my point is that when the first Spawn movie came out, it was something completely different than anything else. Spawn was going to stand out. He was this dark, edgy, violent superhero. The issue now is like that alone right? Without even name recognition, because most people didn't know it. That alone and the way they marketed that film was going to bring people to the theater. Now, if you are a production company, how are you going to go against DC, Marvel, these big name comic characters when you have so many of them that are now being portrayed as dark and edgy? That alone, those two attributes alone are not going to get people flocking to the theater to see the film, is the point that I'm making. So it is a gamble for any studio to bankroll a film that has to be expensive. It's going to cost a ton of money.
Just out of curiosity, for two things, real quick. Am I living in a different universe? So I could have sworn they were doing a new movie with Jamie Foxx's Spawn.
It got talked about. Nothing's come out.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. I could have sworn there was like even teaser trailers of this thing. I could have sworn that people were pissed off about the CGI looking bad. Like,
no. So I'm gonna make an unpopular.
Hold on. I said two things. Hold on. That was the first thing.
Sorry. Apologize.
Second thing, and so I understand what you're saying, Psycho, but I feel like of the dark and edgy superheroes that we have now, you're saying that Spawn wouldn't really stand out. I kind of disagree with the whole dark and edginess of current superheroes. There's an edginess, more adult themed, more violence, more adult language, but dark, I don't see. The closest thing I'd be like, oh, maybe a dark aspect would be, you could say Venom loosely, but I don't even see that as being dark.
So, I mean, I guess it would depend on how you want to personally define it, but like The Batman is definitely considered a dark, edgy film, right?
Okay.
So, yes, it is. It's absolutely considered a dark, edgy film from the cinematography, the fact that all of it is pretty much taking place at night.
It's shot dark.
It's in the shadow. Exactly.
But it's not dark.
No, but
it's shot emo.
Okay, if that's the case, you can say Alien vs. Predator Requiem is a dark movie because it was fucking impossible to see because it's dark.
Yes.
No,
but it's more than that, right? Like, so if you go back and you watch the first Spawn movie, most of what is occurring in the film is happening at night. It's happening in shadow, right? Like, there's techniques that you use. It was kind of like a noir, right? Like a hero noir sort of thing, except more violent and edgy. And the issue is that if they were to release that now, it would be released in a field that already has those properties that are established and have been doing well.
Okay. So yeah, we're going to disagree on this one because I don't see Batman as dark. The Batman, I don't see it as dark. Shot dark, okay, cool. But when I think of the darkness of Spawn, it's more about the content, not that it was filmed at night. Like
So you don't think that the inclusion of an actual genuine serial killer, like doing serial killer things in Batman, is dark and edgy? Because it absolutely is and qualifies under that definition.
I don't. To me, when it comes to dark, maybe because I'm such a horror fan, it's got to be fucking dark horror-esque, right? And Spawn was very horror-esque. That dark fucking satanic-esque. Like, there was a lot of dark imagery in Spawn, right? Whereas you don't have that, like in Batman. There's a murderer, sure, okay.
It's not a murderer, it's a serial killer.
All right, serial killer, fine.
But there's a difference.
Fucking kills millions of people. What? I don't give a shit. You got people that do shit like that in all these movies. Like, that's not dark to me. You could be fucking running around with daisies. Like, who gives a shit? It's not what I'm picturing dark. And dark is these fucking, like I said, really evil-esque characters. As I said, maybe Venom, because he's eating people and shit, but you're supposed to root for him, and there could be a dark edge to it. But like Spawn was like about hell and shit. That's like where you start getting the dark horror-esque themes to it. Am I wrong?
I want to interject for the two of you. So I think you both have valid points. And I understand where you're both coming from, right? So I get to be the conscientious objector or a coward. But no, so I'm gonna be very third party about this, right? Very objective about it. So Psycho's point, I agree 100% that Batman is a dark movie. The cinematography is dark. The context is dark. There's no horror movie shit going on, but there is a serial killer. It's shot. It's meant to be dark, and it's meant to be. You should feel almost uneasy about what's going on in the movie because you're getting to know. They wrote this as you're getting to know an unknown character. It's like you've never seen Batman before. You're getting to know who Batman is, and you're also encountering these few subtle people that they invite into the world that you're getting to know. Even Catwoman has a dark background, and she's like very identified as dark and reserved, but a very eerie side to her in the movie. So hold on, Chris. So I agree with Psycho there 100% that movie is written very dark. Spawn, yes, I agree with you. It's almost, I hate to even use this term because it's not science fiction-y, but it's what 1995 could give us at the time, if that makes sense. It's what they were willing to write into a movie.
For mass
I'm sorry?
It was what they were willing to write into a movie for mass appeal, right? It wasn't going to be
sure. So it was
like,
just meant to be another action movie in the theater. So it wasn't. They weren't gearing it towards anything. There wasn't anybody knocking at the door of Marvel saying we need a Spawn movie. There wasn't anything like that happening. Now, the story, the way they did it for the time in '95 was awesome. Because it's 95 and that was the best we were going to get. Spawn himself is a very, very, if you've ever read any of the comics, an extremely dark and extremely scary fucking character. He's not something to trifle with. He's not just, well, I made a deal with the death. It's not fucking like that. This dude's a nut house in terms of what he can do. When he finally realizes the full potential of the power of the Spawn, it's fucking nuts. And the comics are great. And so we got what we got in 95. My whole point to the conversation was, you fast forward to now. I don't agree, and stop me if I misunderstood what you said, Psycho, is that, well, he comes out now, he wouldn't fit in any universe. I disagree because
no, I wasn't saying he wouldn't fit in with any universe. What I'm saying is, what I was saying was he wouldn't be the unique feature he was in 1995. He would be coming out into a world that has already experienced these things.
Okay, but to that point,
then why make anything?
The world. Hold on a goddamn minute. So the world of cinema. I'm just being real. The world of cinema, the world of characters, the world of what's acceptable, right? The world of whatever pushes the envelope has progressed. In cinema, in story, in what we find acceptable on the internet, in what you can find in a video game. Everything has progressed. Everything does progress, right? Think about what was edgy in the 80s and what's edgy now, right? When's in the 80s, you never heard somebody say, shit or ass or hell or anything like that. And now it's in fucking everything. I didn't mean to add the F for any value, but it's in
irony there.
It's in everything that you watch. Even a sitcom on television, they'll say hell or whatever. They'll say what they have to say for the ratings because that's what's allowed now. So that's what they get away with. I think if you were to make a Spawn now, I think it's very much, even though we've had a Spawn movie, it's going to be very much like Deadpool. Deadpool became trendy as fuck. It was cool to like Deadpool. That's what happened with him. And I feel like Spawn, although he's not humorous in any way, shape, or form, I think he's one of those characters that'll come out. And if they make a movie, you're going to see mass popularity very short. It might be short-lived, but she will see mass popularity if they make it dark and edgy enough to be like, how do I put it? Like, well, The Crow. When was The Crow? 92? 93?
I don't fucking remember when it came out.
Somewhere around there, yeah.
Okay, so The Crow was dark and edgy, right?
Dark, yeah.
So same kind of, in my opinion, I'm sorry, we didn't have, you didn't need any special effects really with The Crow, but it was the same dark and edgy kind of style. And when they remade it, they did not do it justice. It's trash.
Yeah.
But
it is.
With Spawn, we had the technology to make Spawn fucking Spawn. We had the ability to make him like look at Venom and Carnage. I killed as a kid when I saw Venom and Carnage were coming out on the big screen. I'm like, oh fuck. When I saw the first Venom movie, I'm like, oh my god, it's Venom. We have Venom, right? And then they said Carnage is coming out. I lost my shit. I could not wait for the movie to come out and get to see Carnage on a fucking big screen, which, yes, there are things to be said about it and to be fixed, and that's a whole nother thing. But at the end of the day, we got a badass looking Carnage on the screen. So we have the ability to make Spawn and Violator be the nastiest, dirtiest things you could see on the screen. And I think the trend and the popularity would take off just like what happened with Deadpool. It doesn't have to be, it could be rated R. And I think people will lose their minds over how dark and edgy it is.
I think Deadpool has something that you are discounting, though.
Ryan Reynolds.
Ryan Reynolds, right? Because Ryan Reynolds was super popular. Like he came off of Blade Trinity, right? And people saw that character, and although the movie was garbage, people liked the character that Ryan Reynolds played. And he was picking up steam. And even then, even with the popularity of Ryan Reynolds getting bigger, Fox was still like, we're not doing this. It wasn't until Ryan Reynolds leaked the footage and the fans reacted positively to it that Fox agreed to actually go through with the development of it. But you also have to keep this in mind. So I looked up the new Spawn movie that they're working on, right? I like Jamie Foxx as an actor. Why the hell are you gonna put Jamie Foxx in the lead role of the film? The man is 60 years old. He is a comedian, a talented comedian, but Spawn is not a comedy. It's a tragic anti-hero story. It is not a comedy. Does he say some funny things? Yes, but they're funny because of how absurd they are and how violent they are, right? And so right from the very beginning, in my opinion, the new Spawn movie that they want to make is miscast. Your lead is miscast. So you're going to have an action movie with a 60-year-old man starting a brand new franchise, right? Like,
so I agree. I don't think Jamie Foxx was the end-all be-all choice.
Almost 60.
I think that was more, we're considering Jamie Foxx, right? I don't think it was.
No, they're not considering it. Like, the script is finally done, and they're working on it, and he is locked in to play Spawn. It's not, he's already signed a contract. If the film gets made, he's Spawn.
Going to be a lot of CGI.
My thing, well, yeah, we know that off rip, right? But, like, my thing with Jamie Foxx and the casting, when it comes to casting, I'm not against any casting choices anymore until I see it happen. Like, because there's been casting choices I'm like, I don't know about that, and I've been proven fucking wrong. You know what I mean? Like, I would have never picked fucking I can't even think, Chris Pratt, right? As fucking to be anything of a superhero, and I fucking love him in Guardians. You know what I mean? Like, I would have never. There's been a lot of weird casting choices. I'm like, I don't know about. And it's like, holy shit, it's paid off. They've gotten what they needed out of the person. So Jamie Foxx, I can agree with the age complaint because, like, if it becomes a franchise, they want to do another 4 movies. He's going to be 70 by the time the second one comes out. I can see that complaint. I get that. But as far as him being able to do it, especially after seeing him do movies like Django, I mean, he can get fucking serious and dark.
But like, Django was what, 10 years ago?
More than that.
Possibly. But I'm just saying, but like he has it in him. He's not a comedic actor. Like, he can do other things.
Right. He has the ability. He's got that range.
Right. He can do it. So, like, I wouldn't be against him doing it. The only complaint I can agree with would be age. Because, like you said, if it takes off and they want to do another 2 or 3 of them, he'd get even older, faster, whatever. I get that. But as far as, like, casting, I'm not even going to bitch about casting until I see the person do it, because I've been surprised a lot.
I don't know. I guess for me, because I knew about Guardians of the Galaxy and I knew the character Star-Lord, when they announced it was Chris Pratt, I'm like, okay, I can see it from scenes in, what was it, Parks and Recreation, when he was fat.
Did you watch Parks and Recreation?
I'd only seen clips of it, but most of the clips I saw were him making jokes. And so it fit in that respect for me. And yes, Jamie Foxx is a great actor. I know that's not what I'm saying, but what I'm saying is the issue for me is he's too old, right? Like, there has to be some level of believability. At 60 years old, he's not going to be out there doing all the stuff that you need to do for Spawn, in my opinion. It's just not going to happen.
So I want to go to the chat, and we're going to in a minute. I don't want to ignore these guys because they're putting great stuff in the chat, but I do want to say something really quick. So as far as franchising for Spawn. Spawn is one of those, again, you have to know the comics to know Spawn, right?
Mhm.
The movie was what it was. But to franchise it and say there's going to be multiple movies of Spawn, you have to get so far. He would have to be so well received, and the movie would have to do so well in the first movie to be able to say, all right, we got him. We can do 2, 3, 4 other Spawn movies. And I don't know that he's going to make it past, not because of anything other than it's Spawn, and you had to be alive when Spawn was Spawn, right? Yeah. So how many people are going to go, awesome, best fucking movie I've ever seen, can't wait till the next Spawn comes out? They're probably not. They're going to take it for what it is and go, that's a good movie. They're probably going to do what they did with the 95 Spawn, which is put full closure on it. So when you're done watching a movie, you're done watching the movie. Like you didn't need more after 95 Spawn. Spawn was done. That was it.
I don't think they could afford to do that. And that's where my issue comes in, because look at how much money a Spawn movie is going to have to cost because of the CGI. How much are they going to be able to do practically in that film, right? Like the cape itself is going to have to be animated, just like it was in the first one. Right? Like, but there's going to be a lot of CGI that has to be done, and there's going to have to be sets that are going to have to be built specifically for the movie. Like, okay. I think that Spawn will end up being a very, very expensive movie, which means they would have to lock people in for at least 2 to try to make some of that money back, right? Like developing these things to do so they could carry it through and make it worth their while. I just don't see it being a one done movie and like, oh, hey, this movie was great. If we can make another one, awesome. If we can't, awesome. I don't think it would be like that. I think we get a huge cliffhanger at the end. And then if it doesn't make enough money, they'll cancel it and cut their losses. But I think they'll be planning to do at least 2. They have
just out of curiosity, and I'm not a huge Spawn fan. Never read the comics, and I remember seeing the movie. Watched a couple of the cartoons when they've done them and everything. But did Spawn die in the original one? I don't recall.
In the movie
or the comic?
Yeah, in the movie. Did he wind up dying? So why don't they
he's not
continue
dead.
The story with the original actor, White?
No, he's not. How do you put this? It's like the Crow, but the Crow, he was actually dead.
Literally.
I guess it was more like he was when he was dying. Right. He was on that plane where it's like, I could die, I could live, and that's when he like went to the devil and was like, if you fucking let me live, here's what I'll do for you. As opposed to the Crow, who was dead.
But that I understand. I mean, but like at the end of it, like he's not dead, right? Like he could continue. Like they could have made a sequel, right?
Yeah, no, he's immortal.
So no, then why don't they just fucking use White? Like he did amazing in the first movie, and he's still acting. He's still fucking escape. He's old, but he's still fucking a beast, though. And continue the story as him. You know what I mean? Like,
actually, yeah, because he's what? He was 25 in the movie?
Yeah. Like, why can't we just do a story with him over the years, what he's become now, which he'd be probably a more pissed off Spawn with the way the world is probably treated. You know what I mean? Like, more grittier, and just continue that way.
So he's the same age as Jamie Foxx, Michael Jai White. He's also 58.
But he's also Raphael, so like he can do it.
Huh. He was a great a great fucking oh my god.
You've seen that
I
thing,
just had a fucking fart in my brain. What the hell was his name?
Spawn?
Yeah, no, his actual fucking name. Oh my god, Marcus. Oh my god, what the fuck is his name?
Oh, Spawn's actual name? I don't fucking know. But like that's what, like why don't they just do a fucking story that continues on?
Al Simmons. Jesus Christ, where did I get
almost Marcus? That like just continues on with that story, like not that story, but like him, that character, and just go for that because he did great. He's in shape. He still acts in movies. He's still an action star. Jamie Foxx, even though he's old, he's never really been an action star. So you could argue that he's not even like physically maybe able to really keep up with something like that, but White's been doing it. Like he could still rock it out. Just saying.
God, Spawn is good. All right.
So
All
you
right,
want
let's go.
to talk to the chat? You can talk to the chat for a minute because somebody, I think a couple people mentioned Michael B. Jordan.
Yeah, I want to go. I just want to dial back a little bit and just say hi to everybody and stuff like that. But anyway, yeah, everybody, thank you guys so much. We love talking to our normals in the chat, man. Our usuals. You guys are awesome. Always a good time. We got Adam, we got Gus. Yeah, Johnny's been out, man. I don't know about
He
the pride
knows.
and joy. He is how we keep our cultural diversity going. And Akira. Yeah, so Ghost in the Shell, Robotech, Ninja Scroll, Lupin the Third, those are all great. Lupin is hilarious. I'll give you that, dude. That's a good lineup. Ghost in the Shell. If you guys haven't seen the movie, the live action Ghost in the Shell movie was really cool. Did you guys see Alita Battle Angel? The
Yes.
live action movie?
That was dope.
That was a great movie, and they're talking
Yeah,
about
that
coming
was
out
great.
with another one. Have you seen that, Psycho?
Yeah.
Not impressed.
Seem about as excited as if you got a prostate exam. He's so mad about most things.
Yeah, well, Psycho has very much this idea that if he doesn't like it, it's trash. Like it's bad. It's 100%.
No, I don't think that that's accurate at all. I think certain
I've
things
known
are
you since
absolutely
fucking middle
trash.
school. It's very much a thing.
Like anime is trash. I don't think
No.
Alita Battle Angel was trash. My wife really likes it, but it's not.
I can definitely see why you guys are friends because there's a lot of like married animosity towards each other. You guys could be married in another life, and I would totally not even think twice. Or of the current life, and I just don't know it. So, we got here
Not a little Kumse.
Gustavo again. Dragon Ball. Fuck Dragon Ball. I'm sorry. Hot takes. Adam, you're
So
hot.
I say something's trash, but when you say something's trash, okay.
Well, hold on,
Well,
hold on.
it's
Psycho.
Dragon Ball.
Psycho, do you like Dragon Ball? No,
No.
it's trash.
It is trash.
So because
But I've watched anime, and I'll say that Dragon Ball is trash. I'll give you the entire series, mini-series, knockoff series, anything you want to say for Dragon Ball Z, Dragon Ball Ethics, Dragon Ball Evolution, Dragon Ball. You know what it is? I am very strong. Oh, I am very strong too. We should go over here and fight. Oh no, you beat me. Let's get stronger. Let's go back over here and fight again. Oh, Goku wins again. That's the entire fucking series.
You forgot that they stole the whole story from Superman, but yes.
Well, there you go. Superman: The Search for Spock, I think, was the movie.
Superman's still a bit.
So I'm
were
gonna
you?
stop doing that thing where you get just totally just against everything I do.
So
I do it for you, okay? It's a love that I have, and I need you to be on board. New Spawn figures. I miss the old ones. Yeah, okay. Batman. Here we go. Boppity boopity. K Pasa. Alex, what's up, dude? Did you watch the Spawn series on HBO, the animated one? I did not, but that was about the time that the Max. You guys remember that?
I do.
I enjoyed the Max. Very cool character. I wish I knew more about it.
The character, I know the character like on site. I know the character. I've never watched the show.
But he's Image Comics, I think. I don't think he's.
Is he?
Yeah.
He's Image
Like
Comics.
Gen 13, I think is Image Comics also.
So you might be getting a Max figure soon from McFarlane then, because McFarlane's doing an image line. That's where they got Savage Dragon and all that.
So yes, so if Savage Dragon, so then they're gonna get we could get Gen 13, which they were good characters, Gen 13, and then we could get the Max. In which case, yeah, I honestly probably would buy the figures because, yeah, HBO cartoon. Whatever. No one else could play Deadpool. They said, yeah, Michael B. Jordan. Tim brought that up.
So
Adam's down.
Michael B. Jordan. I'm not against it. I wish that Michael B. Jordan had more in the MCU with his character Killmonger.
Yeah.
I really like that character.
They
And
really missed the boat there. They should have had him they should have had him come back to life and be the new Black Panther instead of it being Shuri.
well, I feel
Sure,
like
you don't like it.
the fact that they really killed him makes that
Come on,
difficult.
Psycho. It's okay. Giggle.
I mean, but they didn't necessarily kill him. You don't see him completely dead, and T'Challa is essentially dead after his fight, and he comes back to life. They absolutely could have brought him back. It would have been very easy to do it. They just didn't do it.
Isn't T'Challa the other lion from the Lion King, the one that Simba fucks or something?
Jesus Christ. So no. Same story, but no, wrong movie. So
Well, that's a clip.
so they killed him. They didn't show the death on screen. That's fine. You know, movie rules. If you don't see them die, they're not really dead. I'm all about the rule. I get it. But as far as we know, they killed him. I wish they hadn't, but obviously they were not aware of what was going on in the real world of God damn it. What's his
Chadwick
name?
Boseman.
Yes, thank you, Bozeman.
Natalie
They were not
Portman.
aware. I think if they knew what he was going through, they probably would have had a different ending in Black Panther to lead up to something like that. But they weren't aware, and that's what happened. His most recent movie, Sinners. I
Never
enjoyed
saw
the
it.
Michael B. Jordan.
No, I never saw Sinners. I'm sorry.
Oh, I enjoyed the hell out of that movie. It takes place like back in like Prohibition time, around there, and it's got vampires and shit. But I enjoyed the hell out of the movie. So I wouldn't be against him taking on Spawn. He definitely be a good fit for it. If they did that, I'd be all for it.
I
I like
just
him as an actor.
I just don't want to see a character with a lot of screen potential going to waste. And I know people are like, well, there's so many characters that are like that. But they don't stand alone. They're supporting characters for other franchises, right? So like the Marvel world, you know, somebody could be like, oh man, we need a movie with a really badass. I'm just throwing something out there. Don't take it for gospel.
See,
You know, Omega Red, right? Because he's a cool character. You know, if we had a movie with a really badass Omega Red, okay. What if we had a movie with a really badass Spawn? Like, it's just our technology nowadays and what we've come to expect, I'd say, in what the last are we coming up on 20 years almost for
97.
superhero movies?
Oh, I was saying 97 was when Spawn came out.
No, that's not what I'm saying. But
For superhero movies as a whole,
no, I'm talking about superhero movies in the
the MCU run.
the power that we've got nowadays, right? So when did the first Iron Man? Because truthfully, in my opinion,
the first Iron Man movie came out in what, 2007?
that's what I'm saying. So we're almost 20 years.
That's wrong. 2008, 2007 was
Okay, close enough.
Transformers.
Okay, so let's start with the first Transformers, right? So one of not all, so don't quote me like don't put me on a witch hunt. One of the movies that started introducing what we've really got the ability to do in cinema, right? Don't forget the Matrix. That was, you could clearly tell that was, you know, crazy, whatever. But the first Transformers movie, when you got to see a Transformer transform on screen, right? And they went
There's
through
no way they're
this
gonna do that with practical effects, right? Like,
I understand, but yeah, that's like kind of my point. So, and then we started getting crazy superhero movies. You started getting Iron Man and all the crazy shit they did with Iron Man. You know, all the crazy shit they started doing with, you know, I guess the Batman movies, but the DC movies, right? So like, you know, the Wonder Woman and the Doomsdays and like, you know, all those crazy effects and things that they can do with these movies. And
they look like shit.
okay, well, my point being, we
DC was a
have the
bad
ability
example.
to do so much justice with Spawn, and I just wish that if they're going to continue to put out these inferior ass toys for no reason, nobody's following it, nobody's running out to the store looking for the latest Spawn figure. If we had a movie that could back it up, and with today's technology and what we can do and the justice we can do for Spawn, I think Spawn would take off again in the right way. Instead, right now, their shelf warmers end up going on clearance for $12.
So we'll go back to, because you originally said that before, and the only thing I do disagree with about Spawn in today's environment, if it came out, I can see it being big, but I don't see it being anywhere near as getting the run and the attention and the mass appeal like you're trying to say about Deadpool, right?
You're right. I don't
Deadpool-
disagree. I was the
Deadpool
only
had
thing
the
I can find to
comedic
equate it
side
to.
to it that everybody latched onto, right? Spawn, you know, all the goth kids would be really happy. Like there would be a bunch of kids, like that era of people would
That
be
click from
very
South
happy.
Park, they'd all be all down for it.
Oh yeah,
100%.
100%. Like they'd be all for it. But I think the mass appeal that Deadpool's gotten in the mainstream of, like, where you go down and like every like valley girl and grandma knows what a Deadpool is because of just how big they were. That was because of the comedic side from Ryan Reynolds. Spawn wouldn't get to that, but it would get up there. Like, there would be a lot of people who would all of a sudden be Spawn aficionados and like this. I know Spawn, and bitch, you never even heard of it until like a year ago.
Yeah. All right. Before we move on, Psycho, do you have anything you want to add that we don't want to hear?
Well, I mean, I think I've said everything I need to say about the Spawn film.
Oh, I feel like we're going through divorce every time we have a conversation. All right, he's still quiet. All right, so moving forward, I hope. So it's a tough crowd tonight. So one of
the crowd's doing pretty well. The chat's lively, like the crowd's here, man.
it's just Psycho. So I would say one of the other things we started talking about before we get into like that Kickstarter shit, because that's we can sprinkle that on, is two things. Very easy to talk about. One being store shelves and availability, and we'll get to that. And then the overproduction of accessories or toys with accessories just to have accessories. And we'll get to that. Don't dive on that just yet.
Fucking annoying.
But I want to touch real briefly on what I've noticed in the stores. I don't even go hunt anymore. I'm getting a little jaded by the selection, for one, and then number two, the luster and the thrill of the hunt has faded because I can either eventually get it on Target.com, or I'll get to you. I promise. I see you. I can get it on Target.com. I can get it on AliExpress. I can get it. There is no shortage of getting the product. And so when I have gone to Target and I'm like, okay, I don't see what I need. Instead, I see, 75 Stump Turtle 4-packs, or I go to, the regular aisles, and I love to, even if I'm not going to buy it, I love to see what's new, right? What's new on the shelf? What new figures have come out? Even if I'm not into whatever it is that they're selling. And I'm getting tired of walking into Target and Walmart, walking into Target, and you know how the aisles work. There's one aisle that's Legos and what? Oh, well, yeah, but there's one aisle that's Legos and what do you want to call that? Like Lego-esque, where it's not Lego, but it's every other brand of
building toys.
Yeah, building toys. Thank you. Exactly. And then you have another aisle that's just Lego, or 75% Star Wars Lego, and then the rest of the Lego world.
I'm surprised Lego allows the bootlegs on their aisle.
And then you get to the next aisle, and it's remote control cars and some trash on the other side. I forget what the fuck it is. And then you'll have a Transformers aisle with Hot Wheels, or at least my Target's like this, right? I'm sorry, I'm wrong. A Transformers aisle with
probably
monster trucks at the end, and then Zombie, that kind of stuff's over there. Some the X-Men toys. On the opposite side, always Sonic the Hedgehog, Minecraft, and all of the trash from every YouTuber that ever made a fucking toy on the earth.
You want to make a toy line?
I feel like we should at this point. I'm just going to make a bag and call it a shit bag and see if kids buy it. That's where I'm at. My son would buy it. I'd be like, hey, Damien, look. He'd be like, oh, shit bag. I'll buy it, Dad. It's a blind bag. What's in it? Well, this one's got corn. But it's fucking terrible. The aisles and the shit that's in these aisles. And then you go to the turtles. You go to the turtle section, and it's Jurassic Park. I don't know how, but it's still Jurassic Park. Somehow this franchise has outlived everybody else and continues to hold a special place in Target's heart. So Jurassic Park, Turtles, a little bitty section of Motu, Star Wars, and then wrestling. That's always everything I see when I go into my Targets. And I just don't, and it doesn't have to be something I like, but God damn, man, can we get some variety?
So
please continue.
Yeah. All right. So first, let's touch on different parts of what you said, because you went through a lot. Let's unpack.
I did, and I feel emotionally drained. So
let's unpack. So the first thing you said, you're kind of bored essentially with hunting because there's not anything there. To which you've mentioned this before, and I always ask you, what are you actually collecting that you're hunting for? Right? And the next thing you said was, oh, it's always Stump Turtles. All right, so you're looking for NECA Turtles, right? and we all know that that's kind of run its course, especially through you and some of us who's like, you know what, we're only cherry picking. We're getting kind of burnt out on the tune line, right? But that's what you're going for if you're seeing the stump turtles. You're going to that section, but you don't really collect anything else in that section. You grab some horror here and there, but you don't collect all horror. There's
You're
not
right.
anything else you collect there, so understandable why that section means nothing to you.
Gundam here and there, but it's very
Right.
they
It's
only
not,
release so many so often. It's not all the time.
but then when you go into the main aisle, like you said, you enjoy looking to see what else is there, but you don't collect anything in the main line, in the main aisles.
Ninjambi and Playmate stuff. That's it.
So you collect an action figure line that had 5 figures and is now no longer a thing, apparently, right? Ninjambi's gone,
Yeah.
right? And then
Really?
once in a while, maybe the turtle retro figures pop up. Because you're not buying Hasbro mainline Transformers. You're
Right.
not doing that, right? So yeah, so hunting for you, there's really no reason because everything you can get turtle wise, we can order it through different various things. You just don't partake in those things. So yeah, hunting can be very shitty. I collect a lot of things that I even find in the toy aisle that you're not wrong when you're saying the aisles are kind of empty right now because I go through looking for wrestling figures because I collect wrestling guys, you know. I don't do anything with dinosaurs, but like I know what dinosaurs are there. But even like some of the turtle stuff, some Marvel Legends I collect, like, and it's a lot of empty shit right now, or a lot of shelf warming shit at the moment. Because the good shit is getting scalped real quick, right? But I would never say that, oh, hunting's become like bad. Like it's for me because I still enjoy going because there's multiple things I'm looking for, not just one thing that is dying out. You know what I mean?
So
If that
I
makes
guess,
sense.
like to your point, I guess like I'm in the aisles, and I don't know. And again, maybe I'm overthinking it. Maybe I'm whining, right? But I feel like we just keep seeing the same shit. Like Transformers are the only thing in the main aisles, right? Not the collector's aisle, but the main aisles. Transformers seem to be the only thing that cycles because new characters come out and they sell the old and the new ones replace them and so on and so forth, right? Whatever. But here's the thing with that: whatever you order, excuse me, whatever you're trying to hunt in the store, you could get on Hasbro Pulse before you find it in the store. Not all the time, but 90% of the time, you can get it shipped to you before it even hits the fucking shelves at Target.
I mean, that hasn't been my experience, but sure.
Okay, well, you're fine. That's okay if you're wrong. So, and then with the superhero,
I'm
right?
on that one.
The DC figures. So, I'm a firm collector of Azrael. Azrael, Azbat, it is 2 different people. Well, it's 2 different figures. It's not 2 different people because it's still Jean-Claude. But you have Azrael and then you have Azbat. And I'm a firm collector of both. Absolute, hands down, favorite fucking character from Batman all day, every day. And they are, again, making more, I don't know why, variations of just Batman. They're taking the same fucking mold. Tim just showed it today, and then I saw it on the website. They're just doing White Lantern. Is there a White Lantern? It's Batman, and he's white, but it's the Green Lantern, but he's white. Then they have a purple Batman, which looks like the Infected, but it's not the Infected. It's just like a Joker-looking Batman. And I'm like, how many more fucking variations of Batman do we need on the shelf?
Well, so that's because there's this guy who runs the company that's making those. I'm assuming you're talking about the McFarlane ones.
Yes. I don't know anybody else who's making them. You guys let me know.
No, Mattel.
I'm talking about the black box. Those are all McFarlane.
Yeah. So McFarlane, he's got a very big hard on for Batman. So he feels that Batman is, and he's not necessarily wrong, is the best selling character. So he makes Batman this, Batman that, like, and then he also likes to make Jokerized shit that's never been Jokerized just because it's Jokerized. That's McFarlane's formula.
Yeah, like
every wave has to have 1, if not 2 Batmans, no women, like very few women characters, and then Batman and Superman variants of some sort because that's what sells. And if he's got the proof of his sales that supports it, you can't argue against it. I think it's ridiculous because I don't want to buy any of that shit. But I'm not a Batman collector at all. And you
But
say
he's
it's
about the money, not about the character.
for McFarlane.
Yeah, it's what it sounds like is he's not about making more characters. He's about,
No.
okay, this one sold. Let's make 15 versions of this figure.
Yes,
So
absolutely.
he's NECA.
Worse
Amazing how people want money.
than NECA.
I
But,
understand. I understand the point of business, and I understand, making money on a mold. You're doing well. It's you can make more money on it. That's great.
It's
But
not even a mold because it's always different molds. Like he's just the character.
I'm sorry. I didn't. You know what I mean? The character. I'm sorry. I wasn't trying to focus on the mold, but I guess in my brain, I'm like, okay, that's fine. I get it. You're making money on it, but at some point, I make the same joke about when we sell at shows, right? At some point, that customer has had their fill. Make somebody else. Make more that they want to buy from you, but you don't give them any variety. It's like saying, hey, you can have a chili dog today and it's delicious, but you got to eat that same chili dog every day for the rest of your life in a different color, but it's going to taste the same. That's what it feels like to me. Maybe I want a hamburger, but I can't get it because he only wants to make chili dogs. That was a really weird analogy, but that's all I had in my head at the moment because I kind of want a chili dog.
So Tony, you would think what you're saying is accurate, right?
I would think, but Psycho will tell me I'm wrong.
Well, no. You would think you're accurate, but when you look at the numbers, apparently since 2019, McFarlane has made over 200 Batman figures.
That's a lot of
suggests that they're still fucking buying them. You know what I mean? Like, if he's making them, somebody's buying them. If he's selling enough that he warns, I need to make another one because he's our highest selling character, people are buying it. You can say the same thing for like you were just saying about Jurassic Park, right? Oh, how is Jurassic Park still? Jurassic Park is still a toy line, not because it's Jurassic Park. Jurassic Park is still a toy line in the shelves because it's dinosaurs. That's what it is. As it's like Adam right here. Dinosaurs rule. Kids like dinosaurs. It doesn't fucking matter if it's Jurassic Park or some nobody company, but the nobody companies aren't making real looking, great looking dinosaurs.
He's high as shit, by the way.
Oh yeah, for sure.
I'm not even upset with the response because I kind of agree with him, and I'm just drinking, so that's fantastic.
So, but like, it's just dinosaurs, so they're gonna keep making them. They're just attaching Jurassic Park to it because it has a recognition. But people who are buying Jurassic Park toys for kids don't give a shit. It's just dinosaurs, and dinosaurs sell because dinosaurs are awesome.
I get that. I get that thought process. Because Johnny, when we got the blockies and we got the Jurassic Park, so I'm like, why did we want Jurassic Park? And he goes, you're gonna want it when you're at a show and they're $5, and a parent won't buy the kid the $30 Transformer you got on the table, but they'll buy him a $5 dinosaur, blind box. And I'm like, maybe he's right. Well, I sold an entire case to one person, so he's right. So.
Dinosaurs sell.
Psycho, you're going to say something.
No, I'm just going to ask you how much farther have you gotten in that Spider-Man game?
I actually haven't picked it up since the last time we talked.
Okay, fair enough.
It was more because of shame and regret, but it's fine. I'm writing a book, and I will send it to you for proofreading beforehand. I like to use the word "ain't." No, I'm just kidding.
So, but
or me instead of I. When I'm speaking in context, so it's like. My mother and me instead of my mother and I. It's just for fun to piss people off.
So just because of the topic you were talking about with the toy aisle, you said you were walking around, you're seeing like, there's like aisles like just Lego, then there's like Lego and bootleg Lego, and there's always an aisle, like you said, with remote control cars and shit. Mm-hmm. Right? Have you ever noticed, and obviously this is the Walmarts I go to, so it can be different across the country. But when you go like through the clearance aisle, I'll find GI Joes, I'll find Marvel Legends, I'll find wrestling, all the lines that I'm interested. I'll find that shit on clearance. I never see a remote control car on clearance. That shit's never clearance. So they're selling because they're
you know
not
why?
clearancing them shits.
So here is my theory to that, and I'm glad you brought that up.
Like,
So think about when grandparents or people of like, let's say an aunt or an uncle, right? They don't know what the child is into. And they're still purchasing, they're still in that era of purchasing toys. My mother's 71, God bless her. She's the best lady ever. And she has grown to be like, if they don't tell me what they want, they're getting a gift card.
Right.
She knows now, right? She knows, let them buy what they're going to buy. But you do have those people, out of towners, whatever, they show up and they go, what does Johnny want? Oh, I don't know. Let's get him a monster truck. And that's what they do. They go buy that shit from that aisle. So that doesn't have a chance to shelf warm because they're buying it for people they don't know what else to buy for.
Hey, that's the same parents that would go to like Walgreens back in the 90s, like, oh shit, we forgot a birthday gift.
Here's a goat bot.
Yeah. Like, no, I get it, but that's a lot of grandparents because that fucking whole aisle is full of RC cars and them things sell like insanely. And the same thing, a lot of those fucking like you said, the YouTube bullshit toys, a lot of those I've never seen. The only of those I've seen in clearance is some like little blind box that has like, I guess, YouTube personalities on it, which is weird. And then the toilet, that weird skibbity toilet thing. But the other YouTube things, I haven't seen any of those in clearance. Like, those things must be moving because they're not going anywhere. But the things that we collect, or that not we, but like older adults, the man, you know, the older collectors collect, those things go on clearance a lot.
Yeah.
And I think that's leading to part of this whole thing with Target of cutting aisles down 50%.
So before we dive into accessories and ultimates, Psycho, you look like you have something you want to show off.
No, I was it's a figure that I was going to open, but you haven't played the game, and if I show it to you, it will spoil part of the game. So
you can't spoil anything for me. I'll forget we had this conversation tomorrow.
Fair.
All right. Well, so
is it a hot toy?
It is.
No fucking way. Anti-Venom?
Yes, actually, it is Anti-Venom. They changed the creation of Anti-Venom a little bit, the backstory for the game, but it's awesome and the figure is fantastic.
So is it is that the same? I don't want to say line, I'm sorry. Okay, so we have the Venom from Spider-Man 2, the bigger Venom, right? He's the bigger.
Yes.
Is he meant to go with that Venom?
Yes.
Yes. And they didn't do a Spider-Man and the Miles Morales for that?
They did.
Oh, shit.
They did Symbiote Spider-Man. They did Spider-Man. They did Miles Morales.
Is Symbiote Spider-Man in the one I'm playing?
Yes.
Oh, shit. I didn't get there yet.
Yes, Tony. Yes. Jesus.
Oh, you have it?
No,
Yeah,
I never fucking played it. But no, like that was one of the big things that came up in the news world right now, though, was that Target announced that they're going to be cutting their store in general, a lot of shit from their store. But like the toy department is going to be shrinking down 50%. So you're going to be losing aisles and aisles of toys. So it comes down to what is actually going to be remaining once they cut. Like, what's the 50% that's getting cut?
So the other two I also have in the case, but my wife posed those, and I'm not going to take them all out. But yeah, this is the Symbiote Spider-Man. This was the alternate head that he came with, because he has the all black one, but I like the one where it's kind of engulfing his head.
So I'm going to give you an unpopular opinion, and maybe it's because of what I'm seeing in the camera. It's just not doing it justice.
Yeah.
The body doesn't do it for me. I would need it. So I like the head, but if I'm going to see that head sculpt, I almost want to see at least a little bit of like the chest area open and see some red.
So they don't do that, but there are tendrils and stuff that you can attach that I have not.
Okay, maybe it's that. Maybe it's because I'm not getting the full.
Yeah.
Feel.
So the only thing that I had my wife put on was this like arm piece, but they do have other tendrils that can go on him that I just did not put on.
I'm gonna have to get that fucking anti-venom now. God damn it.
And it's waitlisted on Sideshow because it's sold out pretty quick, but it's awesome.
So I never, when I went to go buy, they say it's a slippery slope, right? I bought those first two Hot Toys because Venom and Carnage, because they're two of my favorite characters. They really are.
Yep.
And if there was a Hot Toy Spawn, I'd own it. But the Venom and Carnage, and then they showed me the other Venom, and I spent $1,500 that day. I should have just fucking broke down and bought it. And they're like, look, if you want it, we'll give it to you for $400. And I guess it's like 500 something bucks for him.
It's actually cheaper now. It's $460.
Ooh, so that's even better. Maybe I'll just buy it myself now off of eBay or something.
Well, I mean, that's directly from Sideshow, the $460.
Oh, so I could probably get it cheaper on eBay then.
Maybe. The only other thing that I was going to say was I'm frustrated. We've talked about this on the cast before, but after all the things we discussed, I was going to buy that frickin' Janine, and I went on today to get it, and it's gone.
Oh, it's sold
We were
out?
going to get to that.
It's gone.
You know what? You want to just go ahead and transition? You want to start talking about that?
I mean, we can.
Yeah. So Wheezy had messaged me because we were talking about why is it? We've kind of talked about this before, but it's getting insane where it's like accessories that no fan even asked for. And I will argue and go back to the shredder, right? The fucking train conductor shredder. Giving us figures we never asked for the sake of a couple of accessories. And then like Chris said, what is it, $175 for Mondo Janine?
No, it was
140.
140.
$140? Okay, but you're literally doing it because she's at a desk.
Yep.
And I mean, she got some legs, don't get me wrong, but you're literally paying to have Janine at the desk because nobody's going to have her standing. Everybody's going to have her sitting down with a phone in her hand.
I would assume, but if you got that space, but it's just like it's like these companies, they're like, oh, we need to start charging more. Oh, but we can't charge more for the figures that we're already charging too much for. So how are we gonna, justify charging even more and fucking our customer? And the way they do it is like, oh, we're gonna give you 17 pairs of hands, 4 slices of pizza, a box. Like, who gives a shit about all this stuff? Like, the only people who give a crap about any of that, and there's fans that do it, that build like dioramas, that do like figure photography, shit like that. And like, if that's what they want, perfect, you can have it. But for your average fan, most of that shit winds up in a bag, in a tub, just fucking gone, thrown out, just trash accessories. Like, you don't fucking need it all.
To that point,
up the prices like crazy on it, and they try and justify with, oh, you get all this accessories.
These little guys are $10 this size, right? If you buy this guy, he's $10 for a blind box.
Okay.
You can see the fist right here that holds the gun, right? And you see this hand over here that's an open hand.
Uh-huh.
He comes with 2 open hands and 2 closed fists. He's still just $10. I understand it's just an extra hand, but he's still just $10. And so they didn't need to do another blind box of him with open hands to make more money. And I guess that's the point. Like, I know you really can't say it's apples to apples, but in my brain, my beautiful, gorgeous brain, it kind of is, because it's like they release these fucking figures and do nothing more. Look at the Casey. I'm sorry. That's the best one to say. I'm glad I brought it up. Look at the Casey Jones with the motorcycle.
Okay, yeah.
You literally took original Casey Jones that came in the 2-pack with Raph. It came in the fucking April set, right? Ultimate Casey. So 3 sets of Casey. And then you threw him in a 4th box with John Connor's motorcycle
for no reason.
and added a couple more accessories for no fucking reason. Only that NECA said, we got a lot of Casey's and we got a lot of John Connors nobody bought. Let's make a set.
But like these companies do this shit, and Hasbro does it a lot. So like Marvel Legends, back when they did this, Marvel Legends was your average $20 to $22 figure. But they released a Black Widow. Who gives a shit about Black Widow?
Whoa.
And some version of her costume from the comics that, okay, it's gray, but she came with like 5 or 6 pairs of hands, a stand so she could do like jumping poses, and then like a whole bunch of like explosions and shit, just like extra nonsense for a figure. And they want to charge $40, double the price because of all the accessories. Like, who gives a fuck? Just sell an accessory pack at that point and leave me the fuck out of it. Like, NECA, same thing. You're doing all this shit, putting all these accessories in to try and make these figures ultimates because they have all the accessories you need. I don't need any of those fucking accessories. Just make an accessory pack, sell them shits to whoever wants to buy all the accessories, and let me get the fucking figures back down to $25 a piece. Like, but they just keep adding accessories and they're like, oh, it's the ultimate. Oh, like, no, we don't fucking need that. We don't.
We don't care. And what happened is people like me,
Buy it
completists,
anyways.
not true. So people like me, completists, if you guys have noticed, I haven't been running out buying, have not been completing my completist feelings, because that feeling is subsiding because I get overwhelmed with
Shit you don't want.
you're giving me the same shit again. I don't want it anymore. I've had it 3 times over. Knock it off.
Well, yeah, that's why we first started with the turtles. I always told you, like, I'm only buying like the individual first time. I'm not buying all the variants and all that bullshit. I'm just not doing that.
Well, I get that. I just didn't
Like-
expect it to keep going on like this, where it's just absurd at this point.
It's-
It really is. Call it what it is. It's just absurd. You just keep giving us the same damn characters over and over and over in a different fucking box. And I joke because it's like, I'm an idiot. I'm going to buy it because it's in a different box. But now I'm just like, God damn, man, I'm done. Please stop. And now you're giving me ridiculous characters, not even characters that I have and I still want. It's like, here, we're going to give you Bebop and he's wiping his ass. Okay, I'll buy it. Like, that's what they're expecting at this point.
I mean, but the truth is, you would buy that.
Maybe that's a different.
The
that's a
same way
different
that
piece.
the same way that if they released the Terminator from the first Terminator movie, where it was just Schwarzenegger walking towards the screen, you would absolutely buy that.
I would buy that as a hot toy just to be like, hey guys, Schwarzenegger,
Yeah.
Like Termadong.
Donginator.
But like,
I
it's just these
love
companies are
Schwarzenegger's
just
dong.
using accessories to up their prices, and especially when it comes to like the like turtles, right? When your turtles are all the same, you have the turtles where like they're all the same skin color, right? Or they might have a couple variations in their skin color, but they're
Right,
like,
Donnie's
oh,
is
extra
darker.
hands. Like, y'all are just fucking mass printing these. Those hands didn't cost thousands upon thousands of dollars to produce. It's a goddamn hand. You took a hand from this and you opened the hands. Like, you didn't go crazy on the sculpting that we have to fork out an extra $20 because you have 5 pairs of hands and 2 extra heads. Like, I only use 1 fucking head. Like,
Yeah.
Like, give me the breakdown. Diamond Select. I'm not sure if you're really familiar with a lot of what they used to offer.
Well, so Diamond Select, what I remember is way, way, way back in the day. My brother used to have the original. I think the first line they started with was the Superman and then the Supermen. That's pretty badass, dude. Look at that butt.
Well, the first thing you did was show his crotch. Like, what do you expect Tony to look at? Like, you
Well,
showed fucking spider bulge and then
Tony,
spider
look!
ass. Like,
And here you go, Tony, just for you.
It was. This is how I got the vibe. What do you think, man? Is it good?
like, but like,
Listen, we all know what you're into.
so like my thing about Diamond Select, because like just an example, up here, I've got like their Nightmare Before Christmas, and I have a bunch of their Ghostbusters, right? So Diamond Select, what they started doing is that you'd have the Select option, which came with a crap load of accessories, diorama pieces, and they're always like $10 more. But then they offered the Diamond version, which had less accessories, no diorama pieces, or maybe smaller dio pieces, and they charge fucking 10, $15 less because you're just buying the figure without all the other nonsense. If you wanted all the other nonsense, they had a UPC just for that, and you could buy the one with all the nonsense on it.
Yeah,
Like-
Hot Toys does that.
Like they need to NECA. I think if NECA were to get into that, I think they'd start seeing sales on a lot of their figures going back up because people are getting tired of the price hike for all the accessories when they don't fucking need them. Bring
So
back dumbed down versions.
we had those 2 accessory sets from NECA for the movies, though, right? Like
Right.
1 and 2. But those were very specific, right? It was only like one-off kind of things. But to your point, I agree. When you've got figures that have the same color, right? They have the same color pattern and what have you. Why can't you make Turtles hands accessory set? And it's all the different hands you might want for the, like you said, all the different hands you might want for the figures, as opposed to continuing to re-release the figure with additional cost to the
Right.
consumer,
So, like-
for no reason.
Like right now, if you go into Target, you can find, or Walmart, I guess, you can find the individual turtle figures from NECA who are in like the boxes that look like the old trading cards.
I don't have those yet. I haven't found them.
But you know which ones I'm talking about, right?
Yeah.
Like they've released these figures, like you said, they've released those figures 4 or 5 different times in different ways.
Yep.
So why not just release a dumbed down version? Like remember when GameStop first did them? It was this individual pack. There was like, a couple weapons, maybe an extra set of hands, and you go and get them through GameStop, the original movie ones. Like release your figures like that, and then also release the Ultimate Edition side by side, so people could buy one or the fucking other. Like you're gonna release them fucking 5 more times anyways. Just release 2 of them at the same time. One was just less accessories.
I'd like to say we banned Tim from the podcast.
I mean, I appreciate Tim's input, so he's not wrong.
I get you, man. I get where you're coming from too. Like, and that's probably that also hurts because I like that box art because it looks like the old trading cards.
Yeah, it looks cool.
And so I like it, and I'd love to have the box art because again, I'm a box guy, and I like that. But my brain, again, has transitioned so much to I'm almost, even if I want them in my brain, I'm almost like I don't care anymore. Like I'm almost like purposely just saying fuck that, I don't care, and looking the other way, even if I see them on a shelf.
Right.
Because I'm at that point. I'm like, NECA, you don't care anymore. You haven't cared for a while, and I'm done. Like you're killing me with what you're putting out there. You're not giving me anything I want. I'd like to see more. Give me some more of the third movie, and if you're done with movies, let's move on to. All right, let's move on to the other series. Give me more 2012. Give me more 2003, I guess.
I mean, I think we've all agreed that for the movies, but pretty much movies, there's not much more they could offer from the movies that they haven't done that people would give a shit about, right?
Other than
Right.
a second April, like from the second movie, which I don't think would happen.
Like,
I
I mean,
don't know.
I've said several times, I think the only thing I could buy that I would legitimately buy from the second movie, and it's just because of the hilarity of it, would be a Vanilla Ice figure. Like, give me a Vanilla Ice, I'd buy that.
I don't know why he hasn't signed off because everybody would buy the shit out of it.
Right, I'd buy that. There's not.
Or would you
I
buy it
can't
in a
think-
whole set?
With
Huh?
what?
Well, like if they were to do like a box set, like an SDCC one where he's got
More
a little
turtles with
stage.
him on stage?
No. Like he's got a stage, he's got the microphone, he's got maybe 2 backup dancers, right? Like, how much money would you spend for that?
$300.
No.
Yeah, I don't think I'd be willing to. I don't think I'd be willing to spend that kind of money.
No.
I do it.
For fucking for Vanilla Ice with two fucking backup dancers, which they wouldn't do backup dancers. If they were smart, they'd make it a 5-pack, have the 4 turtles on stage with Vanilla Ice as if they're dancing with them, right? They're not going to do random people.
So it would come one of two ways. It would be Vanilla Ice with the 4 turtles and a shredder, with the girl.
Now a 6-pack, Jesus.
With the girl.
Now a girl too, Jesus. 7.
Well, remember the girl that he held and like.
Yeah, but you think they're gonna go fucking try and get rights to some random bitch?
They wouldn't even try for rights. I think they would just make her face look so.
It's a random
Generic.
bitch.
Yeah.
Right. It wouldn't matter.
Maybe
Or
just make it April at that point.
we get Vanilla Ice and 4 guys that all look like Cleveland Brown.
Tim?
No? Nobody?
No.
I can't sanction your buffoonery.
Really came back. Ow. Dun, 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 dun.
No. You'd get him by himself, or you'd get him with the 4 turtles. I think is the only way you'd get him. I don't think you'd get him with backup dancers. I don't think you'd get him in like this magical 7 or 8-pack. Like I don't think that would happen. I think it'd be either him on his own or him with the 4 turtles. If you got him with the 4 turtles, you'll be looking at $175 easy.
Would you pay that though? Would you buy that if that's the only way you could get Vanilla Ice?
Most likely not. Absolutely not.
Yeah. And I think
the only way you'd get me to get that, the turtles themselves would have to. There had to be something substantially different with the turtles. That would make me want to go that route because I've gotten the turtles so many times. I'm not paying $175 for fucking Vanilla Ice. Rob Van Winkle ain't worth $175. Now if he came with like Suge Knight and a balcony I could hang him over, maybe I'd buy that.
But, Suge Knight?
Yeah.
Did Suge Knight hold him over a balcony?
Yeah, yes. He shook him down for rights to Ice Ice Baby.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Suge Knight's a tool.
He tooled fucking Vanilla Ice.
Isn't he in prison?
Yes.
Yeah. For doing things like that.
Somebody's shugging his night.
But
too much?
Well, yeah, so like there's nothing else there. There's a few sporadic characters in the Toon line, but there's not a single character in the Toon line that I give a shit about enough to be like, oh my god, they haven't made it. I'd be like, I don't give a shit. I'll take new characters from the Toon line as they come out, but there's nobody that I need to have that I would be upset they didn't make. I'm good. The 2012, that's where I think they need to focus and just run with because there's so much there to do. Yeah, absolutely.
There's a lot of characters. There are a lot of characters.
2012, they've got a whole new fucking ocean.
Give me a fucking Ultimate Ice Cream Kitty. I'll buy it tomorrow.
He comes with Mikey. If you open your figures, you know that.
I just want an Ultimate Ice Cream Kitty.
You want life size?
I want the creep from that episode.
I need a creep.
Plant guy.
They didn't make one. They didn't make one
the
for
Jason
the
one.
toy line. They need to actually just do one.
The Jason. Did we already talk about this?
He's like a plant-like guy who takes Casey Jones' mask.
Yeah.
When they had those couple episodes where they're out in the farmhouse and out in the
we talked about it before. You looked it up before.
Yeah. Okay, yeah.
Yeah, he takes Casey's mask and uses that. He's Jason. But yeah.
He's essentially almost looks like Muckmanish.
Yeah, but he's Jason.
Yeah, I do like in the 2012 where they talk about the way they portray the Mighty Mutanimals.
Yeah,
I do like the way they did that. That was very cool. It's kind of one of the first. Well, it is the first time you ever get a glimpse of the Mighty Mutanimals in an animated show.
Absolutely.
Even though it wasn't 100% true, the way they did some of the drawing or whatever, but it was still pretty cool.
But
what the fuck?
Well, you might not be able to find a bunch of that.
Cinema Roll Mama. I don't know who the hell that is, but that's a great name.
Okay, well, interesting. Hello Kitty now. Should you change the background to pink? But I don't know how much longer we're going to be finding much of that in stores anyways. So that might go on. But I do have a topic idea for next week if you want to just throw it out there.
Yeah, go for it.
how long do we think, especially with the idea of Target doing what they're about to do and what they're announcing, that you're going to start seeing more of these companies start saying fuck retail stores and just start doing their own thing 100% online? Or if not, maybe not 100%, but doing more, maybe 80, 85% of their sales
No,
online.
step on that.
Hasbro Pulse getting bigger, Mattel opening their own type of thing up, and just fucking saying, you know what? Screw them. Direct to consumer.
Here's the thing. Psycho is going to make out with his dog. Transformers will always be in stores. Always.
But the collector stuff.
It's not a collector thing. Transformers themselves will always be in stores because here's the thing about Transformers from Hasbro. Collectors collect them and kids buy them, right? There is nobody taking their kids to the store to buy them a NECA pack of turtles. The people buying the NECA pack of turtles are people like you and me.
But,
so they don't need to be on the, if that collector section goes away, or they can, why are you shaking your head? God damn it, you're pulling a Psycho. You didn't let people talk.
Because it's not the collector section is the problem, Tony. They're cutting 50% of their toy aisle.
Okay. But Transformers are a seller. They're not the Skibbity toilets of the world. They're not the movie pop of the world, right? You know what I mean? Like when a movie comes out and Target makes a section just for the movie toys. Transformers are right what?
Like they're doing with Mario right now.
Right. Transformers are a staple. Transformers are like Barbie. It's a staple seller you have to have on an aisle, along with Hot Wheels.
I don't think it is anymore.
That one I'll disagree with.
Because I think what we're going to find out happening is this, right? These toy companies, not toy companies, these retailers, just using Target as the example because they're the ones who announced it first, if they're cutting their aisles down 50%, what you'll most likely see, the big 4-foot section of Transformers is probably going to dwindle down to a 2-foot section, right? Just 2 rows. Right next to that will probably be Star Wars, 2 rows. Like they're not getting these big aisles. They're cutting the everything down. So if they keep all the product that they currently have and cut all their position down 50%, it's getting cut because they're cutting the aisles. Like the only thing they're not going to cut is going to be like fucking board games, Legos most likely, and fucking RC cars because they sell like crazy.
So based on what's available on shelves right now, if they condensed it, you wouldn't notice any difference anyway because there's so many empty spots on shelves. It would just fill itself in. But again, back to my original point, Transformers is one of those toys that has stood the test of all time. Whether it be 80s, 90s, today, it continues to do its thing. There is no up, there is no down, there is no something else came out and replaced it. I love Turtles, and that is my end-all, be-all thing. But there are plenty of things that have replaced popularity for Turtles. Turtles had its time. It had its peak. Yes, it's back out in a collector form for people that knew that era. Transformers don't change. They take the same character, remold it, reinvent it, redo it, continues to sell. And so not everybody, if you've noticed at shows, I've asked people, hey, did you go on Hasbro Pulse? What's Hasbro Pulse? They don't even know what the apps are. They just know I went to the store and I bought Transformers. So that will remain a popular staple in stores in the toy section.
But that has nothing to do with my question.
Well, maybe my answer is better than your question.
Well, no, the question was with these companies and they're cutting it, how long before they just start focusing mainly and doing direct to consumer?
I don't think Hasbro will do that because of my point.
They're not gonna, I said that's why I didn't say 100%. I was like, do like majority moving it because we already know online shopping is taking over, right? Online shopping is going insane. All they need to do is partner with fucking Amazon. You can order a Transformer and have it fucking at your house tomorrow morning, right? Like,
sure.
So not even the instant gratification of.
That's actually a good point. Sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off. But that's a good point.
Like, it's only time before they're just like, you know what? They don't want to have as much in their stores anymore. Cool. We're going to start focusing here. And then people are going to be like, oh, I can get it directly from them. And if they're smart and they do that, they'll charge less to really undercut Target. Could you imagine if they started selling through Hasbro Pulse all their shit that's normally in stores for even $5 cheaper than it is in stores? People would instantly start going there.
That's true.
That's a really good point.
I mean, I try.
Well,
Psycho's got to go to bed. He's tired.
yeah, I was gonna say it's 9:45. I'm gonna be heading out unless we're wrapping this up now.
Well, you can make like a baby and head out.
Absolutely. Later.
Thanks for being on, dude.
Have a good night.
You haven't heard that one before?
No, I just picture like
Make like a baby and head out. I'm out like a fat kid in dodgeball, like a prom dress. I'm off.
No, Joe, I don't believe Tony ever got Pee Wee Herman toys. But they're out there. They're definitely out there.
So I guess we can kind of what's one of the last things we had on this fucking list of debauchery. Well, let's real quick Thursday. So collectors
gonna
were doing
fucking
My
be
Cousin
there?
Vinny.
Are you gonna be there?
Oh yeah, I can't wait. I'm excited.
So I'll give you the preemptive that I gave Psycho about it, right? We're gonna do it because I fucking watched that shit. So we're gonna do it. Did you watch Collectors last week, or you just as you didn't even watch it, right?
Was that with
It was just me and Psycho, and then just me and Psycho.
what was the one before that? Was that Joe or was that Cuban?
No, before that we did wrestling. It was Cuban, and then our buddy.
Oh
Glenn.
yeah, I wouldn't have cared about it.
Yeah. So, but I was telling Psycho, My Cousin Vinny was always one of those movies that when I'm flipping the channels and it's on, I'd leave it on and watch it, right?
Yeah.
But it was always in the position where like he's already there.
Yeah.
And he's already been like questioned by the judge, right? He's already kind of doing his thing and talking to the witnesses and shit. So like the first half of the movie, maybe 20 minutes of the movie, I'd never really seen before until this viewing. So I had questions I had things that like were of all my viewings of it that was like, this doesn't fucking make sense. But I enjoy it, but this doesn't fucking make sense. Watching the whole thing, like, oh, okay. They explained this in the beginning. It makes more sense now. Like, okay, cool. So
one of the things with that movie, and my brother, I could never get him to fucking do anything in his life, but so my brother, and I, we were home. We were back in that era where you could be home alone, right? And so I played with Legos and we watched movies. That's what we did. And so we were big on My Cousin Vinny. We used to watch that movie during the summer, like every fucking day. We watched My Cousin Vinny, and we used to beg our parents, like, "Hey, can you just frozen burritos?" They were like $5 for $1, right?
They're fucking
Something
delicious.
crazy.
Done right. Like,
oh my god! And our whole freezer was full of these frozen microwave burritos that always microwave like shit. And so, but in the movie, in the beginning, Ralph Macchio's counterpart gets a burrito at the gas station.
Right.
And they're like, one burrito and one large slush. And so my brother and I would sit there and eat. We didn't have a car, so we couldn't go get slush, but we'd like high C or something, right? And we'd sit there and fucking eat a frozen bean burrito and watch this movie while we had high C. And it was like, it was cool. It was like you were imitating it. It was the same thing with Turtles 2. When Turtles 2 came out, we'd be at home, and I was always like the ambitious idiot, and that's the best way to say it. And I'm like, I want pizza. My brother would be like, we don't have pizza. And I'd be like, I'm going to make a pizza. So I didn't know what you had to do. So I just took flour and water and made what I thought was dough. Huh. And then I'd put sauce on it and put it in our toaster oven, and it would come out as the driest, chalkiest, shittiest pizza ever with pizza sauce on it. But I'm like, it's a pizza, damn it. And I'm watching it. I'm eating it while I'm watching Turtles. I don't know. This kind of makes me laugh now when I go back and think about it, but no.
But yeah, no. So we're gonna definitely do it on Thursday.
It's gonna be a lot of fun. I'm excited.
Yeah, no, we'll definitely do that. I'm looking forward to it because
And think about Surf Ninjas, man. I think it could be fun.
Jesus Christ, Surf Ninjas.
Do you remember the movie? It's kind of like
Absolutely.
Three Ninjas. It's that bad.
Yeah, no, it's Three Ninjas, Surf Ninjas. Both those movies together blur. Like when I think back to them, like they just overlap.
So it's from that era, and that's what I was trying to say to Psycho. It is from that era of 90s just shit movies, right? So like last night I love the movies, by the way. American Ninja. They started in the 80s. Michael Dudkoff. So you had American Ninja, and it actually his buddy or counter buddy in the movie was he played Apollo Creed in Rocky, and I can't remember his name. But they were ninja movies. They were Three Ninjas Legendary. Yeah. And Joe would probably know these movies, but so you had, I forget what the very first movie is. It's not American Ninja. There's like a prequel movie. But I watched that too. But you had American Ninja, American Ninja 2, American Ninja 3, and it's exactly what it sounds like. It's this guy who it's 80s. So it's like, oh, we have to fight these guys. Hey, there's ninjas here. And like they would fight the ninjas. And it's very 80s Top Gun military guys fighting ninjas. That was the whole fucking premise of these movies. And so I kind of equate that the same time frame when Surf Ninjas, ninjas were like the thing from what, like 87 to like 95.
Ninjas are like dinosaurs. They're always cool though.
Yeah, but I'm just saying, like, it was like the time for ninjas.
Oh, also I'm mad at you because you're like, oh, Apollo Creed, whatever his name is, and then I'm like, God damn it. I couldn't think of his name. Like, fuck, he's Dylan fucking Predator. Why don't I know his fucking name?
Yeah.
It's Carl
Same
Weathers.
dude.
Carl Weathers.
Yeah, so he plays
he's also in Happy Gilmore.
Yeah, he plays the buddy to whatever his name is in American Ninja. But great movies. In fact, fuck it, I'll probably watch them tonight. I watched 2 last night, so I'll probably watch 3 tonight. But it's one of those movies. It's kind of like what is it? What's the movie? Rambo and or fucking Stallone and Schwarzenegger both do it. They always have like the young daughter, and they're like, "I told you last time was the last time."
The Expendables?
No, that not old. Think older. So like, fuck. What the hell is
What the fuck is Joe saying? Steve James, not Carl Weathers.
What's her name? God, what the fuck is her name? Alyssa Milano. Alyssa Milano. Doesn't she play the daughter of Stallone or Schwarzenegger in a movie?
I don't fucking know.
She plays the daughter for one of them. Fuck. Why isn't Joe on? He would know.
He is on.
Like on.
He's in the chat, but he's fucking saying Carl Weathers wasn't Apollo Creed. And Carl Weathers was 100% Apollo Creed.
Commando. So she's the daughter in Commando.
Okay, so that's Arnold, yeah.
Yeah, so she plays like the young daughter in Commando. But it's those kind of movies where it's like those guys up at the American Ninja's not Steve James. I didn't say it was Steve James.
What? Joe, go back to sleep.
Joe, if you're going to do this, at least join. We got about 10 minutes. At least fucking join. I'll wait. Steve James. Who the fuck is Steve James?
Yeah, I didn't know why. Did you say Carl Weathers was an American Ninja?
No, I said the guy from Rocky, and you said, yeah, it's Carl Weathers. That's
Carl Weathers. So yeah, the guy from Rocky is not the same person, Tony. I've never seen American Ninja, so I couldn't correct you on that, but Carl Weathers is in Rocky. That is not Carl Weathers.
Damn it.
So
Joe, get your stupid ass on here. You want to have all this knowledge, you better be able to come up here and back it up.
As Joe said, stop profiling, you bastard.
These guys are fucking. Michael Dudkoff's like 105 now. Fuck, he's 71.
American Ninja.
Oh, it's such a good movie. I'm trying to. Avenging Force. That was the movie. Holy fuck, that was a good movie.
I don't even know, bro. I couldn't tell you if I've seen this. Because, like, I can remember one. It was a fucking movie. This guy goes to, like, some Asian country. And then, like, his girlfriend or the girl he's sleeping with gets killed by ninjas.
You're not talking about Big Trouble in Little China because she didn't get killed.
No, definitely not Big Trouble in Little China.
Tim, I would have
No,
thought
it's like
you
it's
would
like
have
it's
known,
like a
but,
it's
you
like
know,
a drama. It's like a
it's probably a
dramatic
group.
fucking ninja movie. I don't know. It might be this American Ninja thing. I don't fucking know. But like he goes there and there's like a sex scene, and then like he wakes up and she's killed by ninjas, and then he has to like go fight the ninjas.
Sex scene where she's killed by ninjas. That sounds hot.
No, like there's a sex scene, and then she gets killed by ninjas. Like
Oh, sorry.
after they're done fucking, the ninjas like come through. They cut through the fucking the paper walls that stereotypically all Asian houses have apparently, and then they kill her.
The Crow?
Was she killed by ninjas?
I don't know, but I'm marking that as a clip. Can you please start posting clips? We have so much great shit. God
Now I
damn
gotta
it,
see it.
Chris.
What the fuck?
American Ninja dressed as the Crow while they have sex in Paper House Ninja thing. I got nothing. Joe, are you joining or not? Because we're calling this in a couple minutes. God damn it, I love me. Trying to join, but my stuff's not working. Butt stuff's not working.
Well, just spit on it. Usually works a little better for that. Now I'm watching the trailer for American Ninja to see if this is the movie I'm thinking about.
Yeah, it's such a good movie. So Avenging Force is the prequel movie, where Michael Dudkoff is trying to save his sister from these guys. It's really good, man. It's in the 80s, but the American Ninja movies are just so damn good. They're so bad they're good, man. It's just the stereotypical 80s, like look at my hair. We're chasing tail, man. Chasing the muff around. Like whatever they call it back then. And they're just like, yeah, let's dance or whatever. I don't know. It's fucking cool.
Okay, so American Ninja is definitely not the movie I was thinking about, but Gustavo says it has Christopher Lambert in it, and I don't know if he's referring to the movie I was describing or what.
Christopher Lambert.
Yeah, Highlander. Isn't that Highlander?
No, that's what is his name? Oh, it is. You're right. Absolutely. I'm sorry.
I try once in a while.
What movie is he talking about? You know, it's a badass movie with him. It's a horror movie if you've never seen it.
What's that?
Resurrection.
Never seen that one.
It's fucking awesome. He was in Kickboxer. I don't see anything else where he was in. It was like that.
He said it's called The Hunted.
The Hunted.
The fuck?
Oh, I see it. 1995. That's a cop movie, though. That's not a ninja movie.
Well, I remember she gets killed by like ninjas.
That's not the same.
So it's funny that I say sex scene and like the paper walls, and then fucking like Gustavo's like, yeah, that's Christopher Lambert. It's The Hunted.
So, do you remember the movie Best of the Best?
No.
Oh my god, that's a great movie. So they're all like,
Have you ever seen The Raid?
what's his name is in it? From The Ambulance. He's from a couple movies. God, big like beefy black dude. Like he's got a real like jagged head. Fuck, he's in a lot of movies.
See, it's a ninja movie. You're wrong, Tony. The Hunted is a ninja movie.
No, it's a ninja movie. It's not a fucking ninja movie. Whatever.
He plays a cop who fights ninjas. God damn it! There's ninjas in it. Makes it a ninja
Joe,
movie.
fix your updates and join.
So there you go. The Hunted. There's a sex scene and the chick gets killed by ninjas, and then he's got to hunt them.
Sounds stupid. I'm out of vodka. Well, I'm not out of it. I'm just out of
Have
it.
you seen The Raid?
What is it?
The Raid?
Wraith?
Raid. R-A-I-D? Raid?
Oh no, I saw the Wraith, the car with Charlie Sheen.
No. The Raid. Bro, you need to watch The Raid.
Never saw it.
I'm trying to see when it's from. It's from 2011. Where it's an Indonesian action thriller. Bro, this movie is insane. Like, there's scenes in this movie, the fight scenes, where I will swear to you that people died. Like, there's no way they did these fight scenes and people survived. Like, I feel like you watch people get killed, and they're just like, oh, we'll just do whatever.
So it's basically this podcast.
Basically. But like the whole idea of the first one, or I think it's the first one, but like it's a bunch of cops and they have to go up this like apartment complex. They have to get to the top of it. And the whole place is like run by whatever this fucking gang is. And they're just like running through, killing and fighting all of these fucking martial artists. And it's insane. Like the violence is over the top. It's a lot of fun.
So it's that movie where Sylvester Stallone's like over the top. No?
Sure. Yes. Let's go with that.
Woo! All right, tough crowd. I guess fuck it. Let's call it. Joe's not coming on, and we are getting towards the end. So
watch The Raid.
I'll check it out. Thursday,
like Korean fighting movies. Well,
Thursday,
Indonesian, I guess. Yes,
Collector's Hideout. My cousin Vinny. We are really hoping that Chris is going to be open to doing Surf Ninjas. Maybe, we don't know. Leave it up to him. It's his show. But my cousin Vinny, can't wait. It's gonna be a lot of fun. Join us on Thursday. It's gonna be badass. I don't know if it's gonna be. It's just gonna be you, me, and Psycho, or are we inviting anybody?
I think it's just gonna be you, me, and Psycho. Nobody else has mentioned like, oh, I want to be in on that. So,
I'm surprised because Joe usually knows all that shit.
Oh, I'm watching a movie tomorrow night, and I'm kind of excited for it.
What is it?
The new Toxic Avenger.
You're just watching it?
I haven't watched it. Yeah, I got it. I rented it.
So I gave my reviews already, but I'm down to watch it again if you want to do a review.
I'm going to watch that bitch tomorrow night.
Fuck it. Let's do it, man. So if we don't get through the entire My Cousin Vinny, we can like jump into that if you want to.
I'm down. I'm kind of excited.
Joe, I don't know what you're doing tomorrow, dude, or not tomorrow. I'm sorry. Thursday, but get with Wheezy. Maybe get your shit fixed, man.
I got this thing in the mail.
What is it?
The new Turtles.
Which one?
Moha.
I have them all. What's the side look like? Yes. Yes. Yep. It's up there.
Moha. I don't know how they.
It's behind me. It's just hard to see with all the other bullshit I have.
I got all 4 of those in the mail today. They got dropped off.
Cool, man.
From a new toy company I discovered that sells like they're a new company and they do free shipping and shit, and it's been fun.
Fucking serious, man? You join literally.
It took that long. It took that long.
Oh my god. Well, at least you are, get stamina.
I
see
you just said the Toxic Avengers on that site you gave me, but
Yeah.
I got it. I got the physical, man. I rented it from the library, bro. I'm ready to go.
Oh, jeez.
The library.
I'm ready.
All right. I'm surprised the library's got a newer movie like that.
Well, they had 5 copies, but 3. I don't care who you are. That is still hands down the best moment of every podcast we've ever had. I laughed for a solid 5 minutes.
I don't think there's a clip for that though. There's a clip for Arnold Schwarzenegger. That's about it.
You would think there'd be more clips if Chris is very good at it, but he just doesn't do it anymore.
There is a clip for the Little Shop of Horror library fiasco. There's definitely a clip for that. I think I clipped that one the very next day. That was.
If you're gonna do a show Thursday about My Cousin Vinny / Toxic Avenger, I'll rewatch one of them.
So Toxic Avenger just happens because I'm just watching it. If we turn into that, then that's where it goes. Cousin Vinny for it feels like a month and a half now, but Tony keeps getting busy and getting sick or having to go out with the girlfriend or having to work or
Oh yeah.
like Jesus Christ. Like do it on fucking Tuesday once in a while. Holy shit.
Was Carl
I
Weathers
have
the
been
judge?
I've been
Man.
very unavailable.
What are we talking about? Who's the judge and what?
My Cousin Vinny was it Carl Weathers? Sorry.
I'm sorry. That movie is so fucking. I love. I know we're gonna talk about it. I don't want to like hash it out now, but I love the part where he's fucking sitting there and he's got the suit on, right? And he goes, Mr. Gambini, he goes, "What are you wearing?" And he goes, I'm wearing clothes." And he goes, "Are you mocking me with the suit?" No, Judge, I'm not mocking you. And he's like, what is going on here? Well, he's like, my suit got dirty, but the only dry clean you have has the flu. He turns to the whole crowd. He goes, "You hear that? The whole store has the flu. So it was either the leather jacket and boots, which I know you hate, or this. So I had to get this in a secondhand store, and I wore it for you."
So when what the heck's her name? Why can't I think Marissa Tomei when she
Marissa
does the
Tomei,
whole
yeah.
car scene and explains the parts, the car and how she has her knowledge. They had to film that like 1,000 times that at one point they took Chamberlain Haller's picture and it's a cutout of him not even standing behind her anymore. It's just a cutout paused frame of him because he's like, I can't sit and watch this anymore. He's like, go ahead and film this part without me. So if you watch that part, he's just sitting there like his eyes don't even blink. That's why.
My favorite part of her in that movie, first of all, she's fucking hot.
You
But
think we should just be saving this for 2 days?
Save
Like,
it,
when we-
save it, save it.
oh, it's gonna be funnier for me when we talk about it in 2 days. But where she's they're in the hotel room and he's like, "What's that drip?" And she goes, "Yeah." Like she hears it, and he goes, "Weren't you the last one in the bathroom?" She goes, "Yeah." "Well, did you shut off the sink?" "Yeah, I shut it off." Like they're going back and forth. And he goes, "Well, if you turned it off, I wouldn't hear a drip." And she goes, "Did it occur to you it might be broken?" He goes, "What are you saying? It's broken?" She goes, "Yeah, that's it. It's broken." And then that fucking just sets it off for the rest of the scene. And I'm just all I can think is Joe Pesci was like 45 years old making out with 20-year-old fucking Marissa Tomei in that fucking scene.
It's all for acting, man.
God bless it. I wish I was an actor because I would have fucking acted the shit out of her. Fuck, I'd do it now, man. She's still hot.
She never married, did she?
Just to the sea.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's the same with what's her name? I don't care if she's 80 years old. Fucking
Betty
Sally
White?
Field.
Oh.
I still think Sally Field's hot. It's a little weird, but I'm in.
I'm not
Just
going
a
to
little
judge you,
weird.
Tony.
I Smokey her bandit. That's all I'm saying.
Well, now. All right. Well,
Whew. All right. We're still live, and I forget that. All right, guys. So it's probably time to call it. Joe, man, I wish you'd have been on
I
earlier.
just fucking got here. God damn it!
Yeah, I overslept, man. I got home, not home, like I go anywhere to work, but I ate dinner and sat on the couch and I was done.
Yeah, well,
Yeah,
you
no,
stay
I
up
was
till
passing out
6 in the morning, and then you have
after
to
dinner.
work
Too.
at
I
8.
was just laying there on the couch. I was like, Melissa's
Yeah.
like showing me, she's like, here, look at this on Facebook, and like I'm reading something, and like I passed out while I was reading it, and then I wake up. She's like, if you're not interested, I'm like, I'm fucking sleeping. My bad.
I
I did the head bob so hard that my neck I thought snapped. I'm like, oh, that woke me up, and I jumped out of the couch, came in here.
it's kind of hard for me because I'm home alone during the week, and so it's everything I can do to keep myself like awake and going when we have the cast. So like tonight, I get home and it was like a little after 6 when I got home. And so I tell Chris, hey man, are you cool for 8 o'clock? Because it sounds stupid, but that extra hour waiting till 9 o'clock, that's taxing. It's like, what do I do for that hour? I got to find something to occupy my time. So when I get home on Tuesday, I'll usually run up the street and have dinner alone because I'm pathetic. And by the time I'm done there, it's 7:30, which is perfect because we're going to start at 8 o'clock. We'll get done by 10. I can log off, go lay down, wind down with something, go to bed. But when we do 9 o'clock on Thursdays, it's like, what do I do up until 9 o'clock? And then 9 o'clock comes, we're not done until 11. So I'm going to bed at like midnight and I'm just a wreck because, apparently I'm a child and can't, function after a certain time.
No, you're just old, right? You have dinner at
Old,
6.
Yes. I'm going to be 45 in a fucking week. I'm tired.
Yeah. Nicole's
March
45, the
24th,
end of the
Gelheads.
month. 29th.
I'll be 45 years old.
But Joe, you said you're the 29th?
My wife is the 29th. She's 45.
How old are you, Joe? You're not that old, are you?
I'm 50.
You are not.
Hmm.
What you went?
Yeah, I haven't accepted it yet, but I'm 50.
How old's Steve?
Steve is 82, so
That sounds about right.
yeah.
Hey, is mom back by the way from Italy?
No, in April, end of April, something like that.
Holy shit, dude!
She's gone for 3 months. She's
That's why the
freaking
house
out
looks
though
like shit.
because they're everything going on in Iran and everything. It's 1,200
Fair.
miles from where she's at, so she's freaked out a little bit. And there's some American military bases in Sicily, so she's like freaked out a little bit more. So
That's
like, you'll be all right.
a fair freak out, I feel, at the moment.
If you get a chance, look at the live flight data because I watched her flight. And then over that whole area, Iran and all that, it's just this big void of no flight zones. Every plane, it's like an ocean of planes except for this one spot that's just nothing.
It's true. Everything going overseas is like 4-hour delay just to even go through security, and then it's like you may not fly out.
Well,
It's fucked. People that came over here from other countries, they can't go home, and I'm like, well, I'm home, so fuck you.
Yeah.
All right. So thank you guys all so much for coming out tonight. We had a great time. We always have a great time. I'm going to go back in about 15 minutes and rewatch this because I always do just to find stuff that's weird and see if I can fix something, which I never do. I think it's just because I'm full of myself. I'm not really sure, but excited for Thursday. Joe, are you coming Thursday?
I'll join if you guys are welcome.
Giggity.
Yeah.
bro, Joe, I last week I think you came on late, but anybody who's ever been on the show, you're more than welcome to hop in at any fucking time. You have to link, just
I
fucking come in. This is not like an invite only party. Like you can hop in at any time.
I know, but
Joe,
at the same
Chris-
token, I don't want to, jump in and just steal.
Not
things.
Wheezy, but does Chris, does he he's our age? Does he watch any of this?
He'll watch it and listen to it. He's on the road a lot with his job, so
Okay.
yeah.
I haven't
he's
been to
our-
Discord in forever and I miss it. I haven't
Yeah.
been with you guys in gaming or anything in months.
I haven't seen them in a while. I see him on the weekends, maybe one day in the
Okay.
weekend.
He's a good cat. So, and I haven't talked to Jan. I hope he's doing well, but
Yeah, they're doing good.
hopefully they're all good. But all right. So Shellheads, we look forward to seeing you Thursday on Collector's Hideout. I'm excited. My cousin Vinny's gonna be a great fucking time. Come out, come see us, come have a good time. And then next week, next
Lot of cum.
Tuesday, what?
So that's a lot of cum.
It's a lot of come. Next Tuesday, I don't know what's happening. It is spring break. My kiddos are out. We're doing something. I don't know if I'll be home. I'm going to try to. But in any case, if I don't, I know for a fact Wheezy can handle it and bring on people he needs to bring on and have a great show, and it's going to be a good time. Either way, thank you guys so much for coming out. And as always, I'm not going to stop doing this. No caps,
I don't do it, so
motherfucker.
Just
Edna
little touch at
Moore.
the end.
I enjoy it.